The issue of body cameras. Her mother has been advocating for that because, of course, those 3 police officers were not wearing body cameras. To your point, in my experience, when I was Attorney General of California, I believe I was the first state to require our agents to wear body cameras and keep them on because it's about transparency.
Cameras off, cameras on. You still get the same number of interactions and cases of police brutality, which means you were fed a lie. You were fed a myth. I've been wanting to touch on this for a while. We kind of briefly sort of glanced at it, I guess. We just sort of skimmed past it. But then I spent a little more time on this subject. This was a huge point of discussion in 2015, I would say. Now, let me set the stage. Democrats, you know, they're known for flipping on many, many issues. That's kind of their thing. Well, the latest one that they flipped on and they were screeching about for a very long time, you guessed it, police body cams.
Liberals try to play their part by showing how racist cops are, but with all these thugs trying to stab their hearts, it hasn't worked out well so far.
Lana's on the phone.
I don't care.
Here's the thing. You may not realize there's an active movement, an active push to try and do away with the body cams that they said would solve the problem because of police brutality, namely against black people. It was open season, a flip-flop. It's time for then and now. Those Armenians can put together some guitar riffs.
They can.
Let's go first to then.
Yeah, you got it. No, you got it.
I did. That's why I did
Nice.
it generally with my thumbs. So if you guys have forgotten, they were arguing that it was open season on black people for a very long time. And one of the solutions, they pushed for it. I mean, vigorously. Democrats argued for, don't let them forget it, hold them accountable, body cameras.
We should make sure every police department in the country has body cameras to record interactions between officers on patrol and suspects. That will improve transparency and accountability. It will help protect good people on both sides of the lens.
And we agreed,
some
actually.
Newfound awareness because of social media, and, video cameras, and so forth. That there are problems and challenges when it comes to how
people behaving.
Policing and our laws are applied in certain communities. Department of Justice has just announced a grant program for those jurisdictions that want to purchase body cameras.
The issue of body cameras. Her mother has been advocating for that because, of course, those 3 police officers were not wearing body cameras. To your point, in my experience, when I was Attorney General of California, I believe I was the first state to require our agents to wear body cameras and keep them on because it's about transparency.
Because of body cameras and other technology, we are seeing the horror of unarmed people, handcuffed people in the case of the tragic murder of Tyree Nichols. We're seeing things that do not comport with our national standards and expectations.
Car videos have been crucial when you talk about black people, especially being able to get justice in police brutality cases. I have been asked, Natasha, what is the difference between Rodney King's beating in the early 1980s and George Floyd? And my answer has always been the quality of the iPhone video.
Well, there was no iPhone video, so I think you mean the fact that there is iPhone video. But okay, fine, the point remains. Here's the thing, and we're just going to go straight to the overlay. The largest study to this date that's been conducted, it concluded, and we're saying the same thing, it concluded that there was no statistically significant effect on decreasing police use of force, meaning body cams. So the left, and we'll get to the now in a little bit, the left is saying, well, see, it's actually, it hasn't helped. So, that means that it hasn't worked. I would say it hasn't changed the statistics, which means it's worked perfectly, which means that with the cameras on, again, how do you want to interpret this data? Cameras off, cameras on, you still get the same number of interactions and cases of police brutality, which means you were fed a lie. You were fed a myth. And if you don't believe that, then I would request that you take a look at what the body cameras have shown us. Now, remember, you were told that you were going to see peaceful, gentle giants and police just like, who's that, melanin? That's what you were told you were going to see. Instead, you saw this, which is why now Democrats are pushing to do away with them.
Hey, you gotta go down! You ain't That's Jesus! That's Jesus! That's Jesus! Yes! Oh! Get down on the ground!
By the way, I'll just let you guys know, we blurred everything out, but people do get, they assume room temperature in these because they're assaulting police officers. It's a long montage.
Please back up. Oh, yeah. Back up. Back up.
If there were no body cams, this would have warranted a march.
They tried.
Yeah, they did.
With body cam.
Back up.
Well, I didn't know we had time release bullets.
No body cam. White officer shoots black lady
with elephant gun.
It's like the ghost and the fatness.
She got a taser. We did taser. Who's up? She came at me with a knife. What the hell did you expect me to do?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, we were banned on YouTube for covering it.
Get down.
Why, because of the crotch shot?
I said good shoot.
No, you ain't shoot my baby.
Yeah, that dad gave the baby the knife right before that.
Oh, there you go. Thank God for body cams.
Watch out, I'm spraying. Watch out. Whoa, I teased him. Yo, chill. Yo, don't just hit me with the car, dude. Stop. Stop. Wait, you go on. You just drop the car off. Drop the car off. Walk right there, please. Well, hey!
Gentle giant.
It's like my wife trying to parallel park. Oh, you broke the plant, yo.
How much you want to bet Mike Brown footage would have been worse?
Move. Move. Put the knife down. Put the knife down.
You know what?
So, study says we've seen no change. There you have. You can believe your lying eyes and ears and go, well, maybe it's because this is the kind of behavior that was being encountered for a very long time. But the left says, no, it must be, again, because of white supremacy or patriarchy.
I'll tell you what it did to this body cam. It broke the biggest lie, the biggest myth in the world that black people are afraid of cops.
Yeah, exactly right.
Oh, my God. How many? That
could have fooled me.
My buddy was a cop at 30, and he goes, that is a... And
yeah.
Oh, they look frightened, don't they? Shut the car up. You, man.
Yeah. What is it driving while black? I got my hands at 10 and 2, officer. Here's my identification. Yeah. Oh, no. Instead, you were trying to run him over, which brings us to now. Those on the left are saying, you know what, guys? We should do away with body cams.
Yeah.
Body cams, whether they're worn by ICE or Border Patrol or your local police, are a popular solution to officer brutality against civilians because they're a convenient way to make it look like accountability is happening without said accountability ever actually being borne out by the data. Body-worn cameras were first introduced to police not as a form of accountability and reform, but instead major tech companies introduced them as a convenient way to expand their surveillance capacity.
Everybody who studies these questions understands that body cameras are not a reform to any form of police violence. There has been overwhelming research. There's so much research and overwhelming consensus on this question that even the federal government's own position for a decade or more has been that body cameras do not reduce police violence.
Well, why is that? Systematically, is that body cameras lead to a decrease in the perceived culpability, intentionality, and guilt or punishment worthiness of the police officers involved, basically. The body camera wearer is seen as less agentic because he is not seen.
Well, because he's not seen.
If we're missing something, we can't
he's making funny faces at him.
The officer's not.
The
That's
only
the problem.
time we see the officer in that video is in the reflection of him in the screen. So what they find is the more that you don't see the officer, the more that people blame the officer less.
Okay. So if you don't see the officer, the body cams don't work. Therefore, her solution, the one proposed was to bag tag and body cam all black people. That seems to be there you go. It's just like... And by the way, if you are not a Rumble Premium member, that's the only reason we're allowed to do any of this. I mean, I get that it's horrifying to the uninitiated, but you can join for $99 a year or try it for $9 a month. You get this wonderful hand hatch mug. You get 100% more show as well as everything ad-free. It's your best one-stop shop, Rumble Premium. If not, you're going to continue watching for free, and we will send you off to Haley today, who is easier on the eyes than the mediocre white boys here, as Jasmine Crockett puts it. But you know what, Applejack? Josh actually tells me that you're not a big fan of body cams.
No.
No?
No.
Today's unsuspecting guest, Applejack. Come with me.
Smile, Applejack! You body cam!
Show, get the out. Let's go. Oh, he's coming, dude, he's coming. Oh, God.
Blinky with, and we're back. And, actually, I just had to skim past in the segment because we were running late, but just because I told you that I would show you everything. Conservatives were actually on board with it. This is one of those few issues, body cams, where the left, Democrats were saying, we need body cams. And all of us were like, yeah, okay, fine. Because we know how this is going to go. And in case you don't remember that, here's just a brief montage, myself included. I was always fine with it. We had common ground on that.
Obviously, if you had 6 officers with 6 different police cameras, 6 different angles, we would know exactly what happened as much as possible. I think what happens is we should always have as much evidence from the scene as possible. Body cameras provides us the opportunity to gather that information real time and to store it, to use it in the criminal investigations.
I've supported legislation to allow body cameras. I've been to Ferguson. I've been trying to look for solutions to our criminal justice problem.
The most notable portions of this tape as it relates to the narrative were never released. When you have Keith Ellison, who never let the public know about this, they had access to this tape this entire time, and it took someone from the UK to videotape their screen like it was Jerry Seinfeld with Death Blow. If they'd have released this tape that you're about to watch,
riots are gonna
there
start.
never would have been riots. That's why the tape was never released. Yep. And go back to probably 2013, 2014, 2015. So, hey, when people say common ground, we found common ground. Oh, that's right. The left wants to change the game, move the goalposts. They don't like the results. Notice, by the way, it was a bunch of...
Move the goalpost.
Hold on, do it again. I can do better.
All right, hold on. There we go.
Move the goalpost.
I don't know if it was better.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. They go, no, we don't want to do body cams. I just how do you interpret that data as anything other than, what you guys said we would see, we saw the opposite. And that's why you don't like it. Otherwise, explain your 180. Well, I thought we don't see the cops enough. Like, we're seeing GoldenEye, and we were hoping it was a side scroller. Just shut up. Do you guys ever face accountability for anything? How about the Green New Deal? Oh, now you need data centers? We're going to innovate our way out of climate change? Who's been saying that forever? Dummies. Oh, you're still here? And you're still watching this on YouTube? You've probably noticed something is missing by now. I'm not here. That's because the Live Daily Show is now streaming exclusively on Rumble weekdays at 11 a.m. Eastern. Tune in there, where nothing is censored.